So yesterday's video, I said that we pretty much reviewed every weapon in the game. A lot of you pointed out how I missed a number of weapons though this season, and I'll admit you got me. All right, yes, there are some weapons we have not reviewed yet, really for no good reason. I've just been lazy. So the weapons on the list that we still have to review: one is Divinity, Braytech Werewolf, Pluperfect, Loud Lullaby, One Small Step, Tranquility, Arc Logic, Ancient Gospel, Edgewise, and the Pulse Rifle Adhortative. I think we're saying that right. It's like a door, and then you just add a tativ to the end of it. Those are the weapons that I have on my list that we have to review in the next 2 weeks. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at Adhorative. It's an adorable weapon, and this one actually has some pretty good perks. Pretty nasty, pretty lethal. It is an adaptive frame pulse rifle, which means it shoots at 390 rounds per minute. Popular weapons in the same archetype that have been kind of like the champions of the adaptive pulse rifles is the static row in aggro address. Still such a wonderful gun. Like if an aggro address ever came with random rolls in the future, oh my god, I would be all over it. But you also got things like Bygones, which is a very popular pulse rifle, especially for my console players. And for the longest time, I would say Bygones has been the king of 390s until now. Now, big shout out to Lord Warden for snagging this roll right here. I was specifically looking for a roll that was both lethal in PvE and in PvP, and this one does it. First up, barrel perks, we have Full Bore, which is great for range. It does drop our stability as well as our handling speed, and I actually swapped between both of these. Small Bore, which increases both range and stability, was pretty nice. And even though like PC users, I always say like spec out for as much range as possible, I didn't really think I was missing out that much because I already have ricochet rounds as well as a range masterwork down there. Inside of PvP, I would say if you've got a magazine perk already helping your range as well as a masterwork, use a barrel perk that might help you in that recoil department. Now for PvE, this one actually came with a pendant mag, which increased our mag size all the way to a whopping 42. Now you can roll this with something like extended mag to increase that mag size even further, but remember, extended mag does hurt our reload speed there, but it really doesn't matter because our first trait here is the beautiful Feeding Frenzy. Kills with this weapon increase reload speed for a short time. To me, it's the superior perk in comparison to something like Outlaw. It doesn't require a precision kill, just simply a kill, and paired with our final trait here, which is multi-kill clip, it's a godsend combination. Reloading grants increased damage based on the number of rapid kills made beforehand. Now, multi-kill clip is a very interesting perk. It's actually one of the strongest perks in both PvE and PvP, but it requires a little more to proc it to its fullest potential. Whereas something like Kill Clip caps out at 33% more damage in both PvP and in PvE, it only requires 1 kill in order to get that full benefit. Whereas multi-kill clip requires 2 kills to get that 33% benefit. But again, you can get up to a 50% buff at multi-kill clip times 3. So there's pros and cons to both of these. For this pulse rifle and this combination, multi-kill clip is perfect. Let's take PvE for instance. First up, multi-kill clip in general, it's just such an easy perk to proc. Get 3 kills, you've got Feeding Frenzy active, reload, and boom, you got a weapon now doing 50% more damage. Now the only downside of multi-kill clip in PvE is that if you happen to get a kill after you get 3 stacks and proc 3 stacks of multi-kill clip and reload after a single kill, it'll refresh multi-kill clip for you, but now you only get 1 stack. So yeah, you can like chain multi-kill clip stacks into each other, but it's not as spamtastic as something like Rampage. You gotta kind of pay attention how you're chaining kills if you're looking to try to hang on to multi-kill clip for long links. Either way it goes, this combination here is an extremely deadly pulse rifle for PvE. It does have solar burn, so dealing with enemies with solar shields, which is perfect for Shadowkeep, really opens things up for this weapon. And as far as like what the best roles are for at least PvE, honestly think it doesn't get better than Feeding Frenzy and multi-kill clip. Like you could go Feeding Frenzy and possibly Rampage, and I'm not saying Rampage isn't good, just realize that Rampage also caps out at 33% in PvE. So if you're looking for the best damage dealing perk, especially when combining it with something like Feeding Frenzy, multi-kill clip is the way to go, especially on an adaptive frame pulse rifle. And to me, these are the kind of pulse rifles that keep you just far enough outside of enemy reach while simultaneously being potent enough to chain kills together. And again, multi-kill clip just adds a level of ease of use to all of these things. Now, when we look at PvP, we still see the same thing. A 17% buff there with the first stack, 33% 30% with the second stack, and capping out at 50%. Now, the chances of you actually getting to that whopping multi-kill clip times 3 in PvP is kind of tough. Like, even in 6v6, I did not find myself ever proccing multi-kill clip times 3. Every now and then, I would get times 2. But the weapon inside of PvP, its base TTK value is actually 0.93 seconds, hitting at 31 per crit and 20 per body. Now, adaptive frame pulse rifles have never had the best TTK values, but that really doesn't matter because weapons like Bygones have been meta in the past and are still really good. And that's simply because these weapons are so forgiving. They require 5 crits and 2 body, and something that really separates adaptive pulse rifles from other pulse rifles to me is the intrinsic perk, where it says that it's a well-rounded grip, reliable and sturdy. Now, I've played with a lot of pulse rifles. When I use high impact pulse rifles, yes, you get the opportunity of reaching very fast TTK values of like 0.67. Aggressive pulse rifles, a similar TTK value of 0.73. Those weapons are extremely deadly, but they cannot handle flinch good. What these adaptive pulse rifles can do is almost as if they have unflinching intrinsically present on those weapons. They also deal a large amount of flinch. Like, have you been shot by a Bygones from the side? And I mention Bygones a lot here because I know a lot more people have Bygones, but the same exact thing happens with Adhortative. It just offers a level of flinch that really messes enemies up and the ability to combat flinch when receiving gunfire, allowing you to stay in those gunfights and win out in many 1v1 duels despite this weapon having a 0.93 second TTK value. Now, multi-kill clip, like I said, that first stack does raise our damage up by 17%, giving us a whopping damage of 36 per crit and 23 per body. And at multi-kill clip times 2, it raises our crit damage value to 41 per crit. Now, at some point, the weapon kind of gets a little overkill, right? That's why on adaptive pulse rifles with that 33% buff, you're killing in less than 2 bursts. 41 times 5 is 205 damage. So you only have to hit 5 crits out of the 6 crits from 2 bursts, but kill clip kind of guarantees the kill no matter what. Multi-kill clip offers, though, the same TTK value of approximately 0.62 seconds with a little bit less forgiveness. Like an Adhortative with something like kill clip would require something like 5 crits in order to get the clean kill. Multi-kill clip, though, it requires 5 crits and 1 body shot at 1 stack of multi-kill clip. And it's something to keep in mind because we're weighing these 2 perks against each other. Like, obviously, multi-kill clip is the most beneficial perk inside of PvE in comparison to something like kill clip, simply because of the amount of damage you can get out at 3 stacks of multi-kill clip. And it's much easier to achieve that in PvE, not so much in PvP. What I do like about multi-kill clip, though, inside of PvP is the ability to chain kills into each other without any delay. So take something like kill clip. You get the 33% buff. It's an extremely deadly trait, but notice when you get a kill with kill clip, you have to wait a second for the perk to go away to re-proc kill clip, because if you reload too soon while the buff is still active, you won't re-proc it. This results in some timing issues at times, and there are times that you can actually screw yourself by getting a kill too soon after procking kill clip, simply because you got 4.5 to 5 seconds there to re-proc that perk, but you kill that guy in like 0.5 seconds. You know what I'm coming from? Or 0.62. What makes multi-kill clip here really valuable is with each kill, you can constantly keep reloading and keep procking that 17% buff. And again, with each stack of multi-kill clip, you can almost cherry pick your way to times 2 and potentially times 3, giving you ultimate lethality. So yeah, on some weapons, multi-kill clip is not necessarily a desirable perk in PvP. For a 390 round per minute pulse rifle, where something like kill clip was already very much overkill with this weapon, if you're looking for a gun to just actively chain kills into more kills with a higher skill ceiling, Adhortative is an excellent pulse rifle. Now, I'm personally a big fan of high impacts and rapid fire. 390s, well, they're kind of called a dad weapon. I'm a dad, okay? Does the inner dad come out whenever I play with this? Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean, I don't know. It does give me kills, all right? And it flinches the hell out of people. And I think that's why people call it the dad weapon, is because it is an easy and manageable weapon to play with, whether you're a PC user or a controller user. They offer good flinch and they handle flinch excellent. So if that's what deems it the dad rifle, so be it. As far as the god rolls for this weapon goes, the one you see here with a magazine perk, feeding frenzy, and multi-kill clip is by far, to me, is the best roll to bring inside of PvE. And for PvP, it's still a fantastic roll. I probably would give it a try with something like Rampage, just to chain kills more into each other without having to hold back. Maybe even combine something like Firmly Planted with Rampage. But again, that's a lot of laning activity. But those are some potential rolls that would be very good on this weapon. To me, though, like Bygones, Adhortative is an excellent weapon to chain kills with. May not be the best weapon in 1v1s. Like, I still like high impacts. Sacred Providence and Blast Furnace are excellent pulse rifles. Rapid fire fire pulse rifles are excellent dueling weapons, but with the right roll, Adhortative can hang with all of them. Now, one last suggestion for those that do want to rock this weapon in PvP, especially for controller users, you might want to consider rolling this with Arrowhead Break. That plus 30 recoil direction will put it up in the 90s, making this weapon a lot more vertical. Its default recoil direction does kick to that right a bit, which is kind of annoying. And you could throw a counterbalance mod on it, but that Arrowhead Break would probably be the best trait to get it as vertical as possible. Just a suggestion. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.